One of the powers of programming is doing things lots and lots and lots of times that would be very tedious to do by hand, and doing the same things over and over again. One way we can do that is using something called looping. So a loop is what it sounds like. It's kind of like Groundhog Day. You get to the end of the loop, and if the conditions haven't been met yet, you start all the way over again. So in this video, we're going to talk about two loops. We're going to talk about the while loop and the for loop. So in Trinket blocks, we'll discuss the while loop first. So you find that under loops. And we're going to look at the repeat while. So you'll notice that the while has a drop down. We're just going to use the while. We're not going to use the until. And then it has a little connector here. We need to have a truth value attached to that. So some condition has to be met and changed to true in order for us to stop looping. So for this example, we're just going to print out the numbers from 1 to 10. So we're going to make a variable, and we're going to rename this to number. To start off, we will set it to 1. Now I want to stop when our number reaches 10. So we want it to be true while that's going on. So we're going to use our logic, and we're going to use this comparison operator again. This time we want it to repeat while it is less than or equal to 10. So while number is less than or equal to 10. And then inside, we will need to print it out. So print our variable number. So if I were to run this right now, we would get what we would call an infinite loop. So if I ran it right now, it's going to continually print 1 because number isn't changing at all. So let's cut it off before it gets angry with us. So we need to change number in some way. So we can do that by going to our variables and then setting number equal to our number plus 1. So let's run that again, and hopefully it will stop this time. There we go. So what's happening here is we start off with 1, and then we go into our while loop. The interpreter says, okay, is this still true? Is number less than or equal to 10? If the answer to that is yes, it's true, then it goes on to what's inside the loop. It prints out the number, and then it changes our number by 1. It sets number equal to number plus 1. And then it goes back to the top of the loop, and it says, okay, is my number, which is now 2, is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes, it is, so it prints 2. Then it sets the number equal to 2 plus 1, or 3, and it repeats over and over again. On the 11th one, it says, okay, is 11 less than or equal to 10? It's not, so it skips what's in the block and goes on to the next thing. So it would go on to what's done after here. So let's put in a little print so you can see that happen. Print, and we'll make this all done. So now it prints 1 through 10, and then it prints all done. So it repeated until that number went up to 10, and then it went on to the next thing. So this is a Python, while loop. For loops are used in a couple of ways. They're either used to visit each item in a list, which we will talk about in the next section, or to count through a certain range by a certain increment. So in this video, we will look at the count with I from blank to blank by blank. This first entry is the starting number. The second entry is the ending number, and the last entry is how big the steps are. So let's start with, we'll count from 1 to 10, and then we'll do by 1. And again, we will just print out, we'll print out the variable here that's it's counting by, which is I, which is now available to us in the variables. So let's run that. So it counts from 1 to 10, and then it counts in increments of 1. So that is one type of for loop. We'll talk about the next type of for loop in the lists video.